The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to on first down, it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Watson on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Black 22! Black 22!
Throwing again on second and 10. Watson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Bridgewater. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. In for the score. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Come back, come back.
Now a first down throw, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the red zone now, Watson over the middle. That's caught by QT. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 64 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Watson eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On 2nd and 10, Watson flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a 1st down. Now Gordon on first down. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Play fake. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. There he goes inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Zach Cunningham in there to get him for a loss of 5. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Bridgewater to throw it. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go, gotta go.
Bridgewater with a keeper. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Back 22.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And this would complete to Will Fuller. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Come back. Black 22. Black 22. Come back. 2 jet.
On 1st and 10, Watson fighting to stay upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Down. Black 22. Black 22. 2 jet.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Get set, get set. Get wide now. Go Delta. Ready. Go Delta. Go Delta.
Bridgewater on first down. Going underneath for Gordon. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a second down.
Go Delta. Go Delta. Ready. Go Delta.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And nothing but daylight ahead. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch, and it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does a defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field.
Delta. Go Delta. Go Delta. Ready.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Fire down, fire down. Go Delta. Go Delta.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Bridgewater again. And this is complete. It's Allen. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Get wide now. Go Delta. Go Delta.
Here's Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from 8 yards out, and the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Set. Green the line. Green the line. Richmond.
Watson on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
Throwing again is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Get wide now. Cut. 250. Delta.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Now he's going to go deep down the left. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Delta.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Wide open receiver complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 73 yards, and the Texans cut into that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And they'll go on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
The Chargers on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time it's 3rd and 3. And on the ground they go with the running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Play action now. Bridgewater. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Sturgis adds the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now a first down throw, Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That first down completion only netted them 3. Second and 7.
Black 22! Black 22!
Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Come back, come back!
Tight end right.
Down! Green the line! Green the line!
To throw on second is Watson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Green the line! Green the line!
Mike 52, Mike 52.
2 jet! 2 jet!
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Chargers on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Joey Bosa in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Come back, come back. Tiger.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Green the line. Green the line.
Watson from the gun. He'll throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Down. Green the line. Green the line. Come back. 2 jet.
From the gun, Watson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
2 jet.
Here's Watson operating from the gun. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's second down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson flushed out right. He's going to let it flop. This is caught inside the 15. They give him a gain of 37.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team.
And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Gordon, and he'll power his way up near the 25.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Tiger, tiger, tiger. Down. Green the line. Green the line.
Hey, check 24. Check.
Here's Watson now on second down. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans get a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air Because right now, we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can.